Hello there, welcome back. Now, almost 4 decades have passed. Can you believe that? Since she starred in the hit series Dempsey and Makepeace, but you'd never know by looking at the gorgeous Glynis Barber.
Yeah, today she's revealing all the secrets behind her ageless appearance by taking us through her beauty tips and tricks. Good morning, Glynis.
Good morning.
It's a real pleasure to see you this morning.
And they keep making me say your age all the time.
I know, how rude.
How rude. You
How
never do
very
that.
rude.
You look sensational. And after your appearance a couple of weeks ago, that was the question on everybody's lips.
So the viewers were absolutely desperate to understand how you've done this. Because of course, when you were on with Michael, everyone was like, goodness me, how have you stayed looking so gorgeous and so young? Now, obviously, in the world of acting, there's a lot of pressure to look a certain way, and everybody assumes naturally that you're having, not you, but actresses have a lot of Botox or fillers. There's lots of sort of chemical additions you can do now. But that's not your way necessarily.
Well, do you know, I started young looking after my health. So it was about the time of Dempsey and Makepeace. I had a very inspiring aerobics teacher, and she used to say, hey, guys, it's not enough. You've got to pound that pavement. You've got to read some books on health. Right. And I'd never really had any interest in health. But I started reading some books, and I discovered a real interest in health and taking care of myself. And so I started going to a gym. I'd always been active, but I started going to a gym and I started eating organically. So this was the late 1980s and everybody used to laugh at me.
Yeah, yes, I mean, way above.
And now, of course, everybody's doing it. But for me, this is something I've been doing for decades. And I used to say to people, and I was still in my 20s, I used to say, OK, let's check back in a few decades and see how we're all doing.
Who's the big winner?
And then about 12 years ago, I sort of went on Twitter and everybody was saying, you know, what do you do? What's your secret? What are you using? And I spent so much time on Twitter answering people's questions. I decided to start a website. So I started my ageless website and, you know, doing articles, but always health-based, because for me, beauty starts with health.
Yes.
Health is everything, because if you're healthy, you're going to have glowing skin, you're going to have energy. So, and I always say that there's no magic fix, because I think a lot of people are looking for a quick fix.
A shortcut.
But I always say it's a multi-pronged thing. So today I wanted to talk to you about what I think are the pillars to make you not only look good, but also feel good.
So those things, sorry, Kat, those things that are done, that are quick fixes, have you tried any of those things and worked out that the Botox, the fillers, they're not for you? That's not the long-term solution?
I mean, I've tried various things, but they aren't for me. I mean, I like nature's Botox, which is something I want to talk to you about today.
What is it, Glynis?
With collagen.
Yes.
Collagen. And I've
got little shots that I do of that.
Fantastic.
Good for your joints, good for your skin.
Absolutely
I've just gone to the top of Glynis' beauty class.
You get a gold star.
Thank you.
But collagen, like in my experience, I've got a lot of my female friends, a lot of my colleagues take collagen. I know Jenny Faulkner's really into collagen. She's got her own collagen company that's doing brilliantly. And there's been a real burst in sort of the interest and use of collagen.
Well, there is, and with very good reason, because, you know, it is the most abundant protein in our body. And did you know that by your 20s, your collagen levels start depleting?
Wow, OK.
Yeah, no wonder you start.
Yes, and the only way you can get your body to make good collagen is by eating well, by eating protein, by eating, you know, bones and animal skin are probably optimal.
That sounds particularly attractive.
I know it does, but you can get, you know, if you're a vegan, you can get it from beans, eggs, chicken, and...
So is this the collagen that you do?
This is the collagen I use. So the way I see it is you have to consume good collagen.
Try some?
Yes, absolutely. But I think you need to supplement as well.
So is that what you would take in one go?
Yes. So that is, you know, it's a spoonful of powder. It tastes quite nice, doesn't it?
That looks like the mouthwash that the dentist has for you.
No, but some collagens can be a bit...
Some taste very
not
bad.
very nice at all.
This one is made from marine collagen, because, you know, collagen can come from beef, chicken, marine, or if you're a vegan, you know, beans and things.
OK.
But, you know, the animal products are probably optimal. So that's marine collagen.
OK.
Very good. And, of course, bone broth is like a superfood. I mean, that has got more collagen than anything.
See, this I make myself.
What?
I do a roast
it's
chicken dinner.
Excellent.
And then what I do is I take the carcass and I boil it with vegetables. Sometimes I add lemongrass, but really I always add ginger too, because I feel like that feels good.
Just a quick question.
It's delicious.
Should it smell
bony?
Yeah, because that's not the most attractive.
Have you had a sip yet?
No, not
it's
yet.
delicious.
It just tastes slightly chickeny because that is a chicken broth.
Chicken in a glass.
Chicken in a glass. And of course, but you know, you can make bone broth for free.
Yes.
I mean, you can buy it ready-made, which is really handy because you do have to boil those bones for like 24 hours and it steams up your house, but you can do it for free.
But it's good, though. And then what I do is I put it in mason jars, stick it in my fridge, so whenever I fancy something that's not coffee or tea, I have some of that.
Well, that makes a great hot
You would
drink,
have this instead of coffee or tea?
Yeah?
Yes, I would too.
In fact, I quite like it like breakfast time, first thing.
Are you?
I know what you've been drinking all morning, and it's not chicken
No,
broth.
that was Coca-Cola.
But, you know, you can also add it
So, sorry, can I just say...
Yes,
right,
yes.
Now,
Yes.
I don't drink... I drink sort of greens and things like that. I'm all for that, but that is like drinking... If you've made some chicken soup or something, that's like drinking the soup at the bottom that...
It's like consommé.
Which I feel... Yes, it is. But if I'm sitting having a
Or a
meal,
really
taking it in a
strong
glass...
sample.
With something about the whole...
How about in a mug?
or maybe sort of hidden in something else.
That. See, I love
Well,
that
you know, you
taste.
could put it if you make a smoothie, you could put it into there with vegetables.
Disguise it. I'm
but
not
you
sure
know,
I'm
I
going to
also
go for a...
cook with it. You know, put it in a casserole or as a basis for soup if you're making
delicious.
soup.
What about eyebrows? Because I went and got my eyebrows laminated the other day.
What?
Laminate?
Yes.
Are they
What
not
does
real?
that mean?
No, they are real.
They wipe clean. If it gets
don't know what
laminated, is
that
that like when
is.
you
What is
laminate
that?
your...
So it basically makes them a little
picture.
bit thicker.
I'd love it.
And when I first have them done, I do look a bit like a mad geography teacher. They're all a bit like that. But you get them laminated and then a little bit...
With like a machine and it makes it plasticises them. Is that what it does?
It's kind of like perming them, but it just makes them a bit...
You had your eyebrows permed.
Glynis knows what I'm talking about.
So, I mean, eyebrows. I always say that if you're going to do one thing on your face, the starting point is eyebrows. Because eyebrows, if they are, you know, the tadpole over-plucked or what I call the cookie cutter eyebrows, they can age you up or down by 10 years. I mean, properly shaped, nice eyebrows can take 10 years off.
So you're going to demo how you do yours now?
Well, you see, what I did was I tattooed mine. Everybody's microblading now, but I tattooed mine for years.
I'm not perming,
welcome
I'm not
to our
microblading,
world.
I'm not laminating, sorry.
Because, you know, I had the classic tadpoles. Because I overplucked when I was a
90s,
teenage.
really thin.
And they were so unflattering. So I went and had them tattooed because I think it's worth paying for a professional to give you a nice shape. Once you've got the shape, then you can do it yourself. So what you need is, I mean, I used to have them tattooed and it is quite expensive. And then we got to the pandemic and everything shut down. So I had the shape and I just started using a great pencil. So this grey-brown colour suits nearly everybody.
Nothing too strong, otherwise if it's too strong,
I just fill in the shape that I have with the pencil. And voila. And, I mean, all you've paid for is a pencil and to get a professional shape. So I think...
the framing of the eyes in your face, you think, really lends itself to keeping that sort of ageless look?
I do. Because if you have those very thin eyebrows, you will look older. Yes.
There's one last thing that I think you do a lot of, Glynis, that I think you're going to help us with, which is breathing.
Yes, but we haven't mentioned exercise yet.
Exercise, yes, there's the
because
weights there.
I always have that as my number one pillar, because I always say that exercise is the closest thing there is to an anti-aging pill. So and muscle mass is very important. So, you know, your metabolism depends on your muscle mass, burning fat. You begin to lose muscle when you get to middle age, so that's why people put on weight. And it's also connected to longevity. So,
I like doing yoga because then I can combine exercise with breathing.
Exactly.
You've got a...
so breathing...
breathing a lot.
Because I always say the other thing to look to are your stress levels.
Right.
So this is very important. Stress, you know, will deplete your collagen levels.
Yes.
Our producers are getting quite stressed at the minute, Glynis.
Is it?
Yeah. We need to help their stress levels by doing the breathing.
OK. Well, I've got a great breathing exercise for stress and anxiety. Would you like me to
Yes,
put you in a
please.
session? OK. So I'll talk you through it through one session. So, OK. So we're going to breathe in for 2, we're going to breathe out for 3, and then we're going to hold the breath from 2 up till 6.
OK.
So, OK. So breathe in. Breathe out. Hold. 1, 2, 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold. 2, 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in.
I'm getting quite faint.
Through your nose. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So deep breath into your belly. Breathe in through your nose.
Use your diaphragm.
Breathe out. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have you got time for me to continue? No. OK. So what you will then do is you will keep going back down to 2. And if anybody listening would like to see the exercise, they can find it on the Ageless YouTube channel. And I always say record it.
Yes.
And do that at least once a day. And it's very good for anxiety.
I think it's brilliant. When you mix it with yoga as well, you can't go wrong, I think.
And
Yeah,
bone
exactly.
broth.
Yoga's
Wow.
great for weight-bearing as well.
Brilliant.
Glynis, thank you for
so
sharing
much,
those tips.
Glynis. Thank
Pleasure.
you. Amazing.
Pleasure.
Come back and see us again.